that progress is being made.
Question number 12, the Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Education. Does she stand by her answers to parliamentary written questions that show parents are paying 30% more in school donations since National took office?
The Honourable Hekia Parata.
Mr Speaker, yes, I stand by my answers to written questions, but to be accurate, they related to all donations and not only parents' donations. As I'm sure the member is aware, the level of school donations is decided by individual boards and their individual schools and their self-managing board, in the context, Mr Speaker, of spending a record $9.6 billion on schooling and ECE this year, despite fiscal constraints.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
How does she respond to the real cost of education, which has outpaced government funding, resulting in parents of mid-decile schools paying an average of $30 more for each student in school donations than in 2008?
The Honourable Hekia Parata.
Mr Speaker, as I said, we are investing $9.6 billion in education this year. That pays for all the teaching and leading, property, curriculum resources and operational grants. If boards decide to have supplemental activities and they work with their communities for donations of that kind, then that is a matter that is decided by those individual schools and their boards.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Given that schools are relying on donations to fund core programs like reading recovery, is she concerned that children at low decile schools will miss out because their parents can't afford to pay school donations?
The Honourable Hekia Parata.
Mr Speaker, that is inaccurate. Reading recovery is paid for out of government funds, not by donations.
The Honourable Point of order, the Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
I seek leave to table a written question which is not on the website.
Order. Point of order is being considered.
I seek leave to table a written question which is not on the website, which shows that for the period of 2008 to 2009, school donations have increased for mid-decile parents and decreased for decile 1 schools. But this is not available on the website.
Leave this sort of table of document as alleged is not available on the website. Is there any objection to that order? No order. Let's just deal with the leavers sort. Is there any objection? There is objection. Supplementary question, Honourable
Supplementary. How does she reconcile under the government an extra $35 million in taxpayer subsidies to private schools, which account for just 4% of New Zealand students, while public school parents are being forced to stump up with an extra $23 million to cover schools' rising real costs?
The Honourable Hekia Parata.
Mr Speaker, New Zealand has long had a tradition of providing a diverse range of educational options to parents, of which private schools do constitute 4% of the 100% of provision. And we continue to invest $9.6 billion this year into vote education to fund all of the costs associated with the delivery of curriculum in all schools in New Zealand.
I believe the Labor Party has exhausted its allocation.
I seek leave to ask another supplementary
question. Leavers sought to ask a further supplementary question. Is there any objection? There is objection. And that point of order, Chris Hipkins.
Mr Speaker, I just want to raise an issue with you with regard to answers to written parliamentary questions. Where a minister lodges an answer saying that they cannot provide an answer within the time frame and that they'll provide the information subsequently or so on, and then sends that information directly to the member concerned, it's therefore not made publicly available. Your rulings have indicated that we shouldn't be seeking to table information that's available through that system. But where an answer is provided directly to the member, not through the system because they've lodged a placeholder answer saying that they're not able to provide it, is that acceptable for us to then seek leave to table that in the House?
The member raises a perfectly reasonable point in my view, and to me what I probably should do is investigate why the second answer is not actually made available on the website. It would seem to me that that is the more helpful answer to the original written question asked, and I'll undertake to investigate why that is not being, I accept what the member is saying, that probably at the moment it isn't being put on the website, and it seems to me that would be the best way to deal with the problem. But in the meantime, I had no problem with the member seeking leave to table a document that was alleged was not on the website. The House made its decision, though, with respect to that leave. But I think I'll undertake to try and make sure we get all those answers on the website. That brings to a close questions for oral answer today. Honourable members, I have received a letter from the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove seeking to debate the government's decision